Through the scope. It's Quise.
Big
E. We back here, man. We back, man. You know, what are these shirts, man, that you are forcing us to wear these episodes, man?
You see what it says?
You see what's that's
You
right.
see what it says?
Mind Philly business.
I think I should get that trademark. I think
that's right.
That was beautiful. I think I might get that trademark.
You might need to get that
I
trademark.
might need to get that trademark,
Especially
man.
if we go all the way. You
Right.
definitely
Once
need to
again,
get that
Mind
trademark.
Philly business.
No, I feel like it don't even, and we ain't even gotta go all the way for this to stand true.
This for us.
I said if it does, you definitely
Oh,
should.
yeah,
I ain't saying don't get a trademark. I'm saying if we go all the way, you definitely need to get this trademark.
You know, people don't like when Philly happy. They don't like
not
Philly
at
happy.
all.
Of course,
We won the Super Bowl.
apparently players in Philly don't like when Philly's happy. Don't get me started on that.
There's so much hate, man.
Yeah, Philly just not, man. You know, you got some toxic fans, and you got some fans that ain't, it's realistic fans. You got hopeful fans. Everybody all spread out, but the toxic fans be having the loudest voice.
Always.
Everybody know, because we aggressive.
Always
It's aggressive.
right.
You know,
We passionate. We passionate. We
Yeah.
passionate.
You know what I'm
Sometimes
saying?
that passion gets a little.
We keep it real.
Yeah, we wear our heart on our sleeve when it comes to our sports teams. So
Right.
what?
expectations high.
Always,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
That's high.
Always.
So we've been, what I've been noticing, because Philly teams been in the news a lot lately. Not before even the Eagles. They was talking about the Sixers every time we lost the game.
Phillies.
We was all there. We had,
All of it was warranted. I'm sorry.
Phillies ain't really been ever in the,
No,
not like that. It's been the Sixers, been the Eagles.
The Sixers
as far as
was
I'm
one.
Yeah,
talking
they're the
about
main
really.
two. Yeah, the
Sixers
definitely
won.
the main two.
But the Eagles been recently.
Of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? A lot of. I know what they doing. They trying to turn us to the clickbait team, where they look at everything that go on and then they magnify it. I already peep what's going on,
Okay.
and people are falling for it because they clipping things to not even give you the full context of the quote.
Right.
Of course.
Like they'll be like, "Yo, man, we was we sucked." Right? That'll be the quote. But then before that, he was saying like, "Yo, we played great. Ain't like we." And then they just tipped that part, and then they would just put.
Yeah.
He said, "We sucked."
They just clipped the negative.
Yeah, they just clip it.
Yeah, they clipped the negative.
And we in the era now. People just,
Clickbait.
everybody lazy. So
Yeah,
everybody just
right.
take what for what it is.
Well, the
and
attention
go,
span.
and go with it. But y'all, I already gave my thoughts on why I feel like all this whole Eagles drama. I mean, you the one that got, I guess, some things to get off your chest here. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let you get your
Nah,
thought
it's just-
out.
What's bothering you?
I'm gonna get
What's
your
bothering
thought.
me?
Yeah, what's bothering you?
One of them got to go. One of them got to go.
AJ or Jalen?
Yes, one of them got to go. I don't care if we win next season, unless AJ or
Matures.
No, matures in the same bed. But unless he gives me a John Taylor or a Jerry Rice type catch in the end zone to win us a Super Bowl, Frank, he's got to go. Unless Jalen gives me some type of Joe Montana game in the playoff, or some Tom Brady type setup, one of them's got to go at the end of the season. I don't care what happens. I don't care if we even go to the championship. One of them's got to go at the end of the season, because I am not dealing with these two drama driven players for a whole another 4 or 5 years, or however long we plan on keeping them.
Is it both or one?
It's one, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
But Jalen ain't exactly helping his case with the way he's been playing. So at the same time, I'm paying a quarterback this big time money, and you ain't giving me big time quarterback play in that position.
But he right now you're winning with the running game.
No. I understand the formula is working.
Right.
I understand that. All
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying,
hasn't thrown any interceptions except one last
I
week.
agree 100%. As far as I'm concerned, Jalen is coasting. The only problem with Jalen is Jalen's a victim of his own style, of his own fame and play, because we've seen him at that MVP level that one
Right,
year.
when he went to the Super Bowl.
So
right.
because we've seen him capable of that, he's going to always be looked upon as.
He already set the standard.
You're right. Like, dude, anything else less than that, you're playing below your. According to us, you're playing below your standard.
Right.
And then and the thing that pissed me off with this AJ situation is, when the season started and we got Saquon Barkley, I had a conversation with my homies at work, that all Giants fans. I told them, watch, Saquon get here and start becoming the star, AJ gonna start crying. And lo and behold, this fool started crying. And this is the second time this season. I mean, not this season. In the 2 years,
Right.
he started crying.
He was crying last year.
He was crying last year, and he was crying. That's how he was freaking out of his last freaking team. So, listen, I'm not dealing with divas. I'm sorry, they got to go.
All
If we win it,
these receivers are like that now.
Nah, most of them are.
Majority of them.
Yeah, if they're a star.
Right, if they're a star.
So you done?
Huh?
You done? You got
I mean,
something?
you want to add to that? You got something to say about that?
I'm just confused on what drama you talking about. Like what have you actually seen from them two on more than one
It's not
occasion?
them
this year?
two. It's not really
You
them.
started off with them two.
Well, here's the problem with them two. AJ said what he said in the press conference, right?
Right. It wasn't clipped, right?
Devontae Smith said what he said at the same time about his situation, right?
Right.
That call, like basically, I would have just shoved that off as just no situation. Like everybody was just unhappy how the way they played against North Carolina.
Right.
I would have normally just shrugged it off of that. Then you got BG coming out,
fuel to the fire,
adding fuel to the fire, saying that these two do not talk, have a conversation, do diddly squat when they in the facility. So
I ain't what he said, but go ahead. I ain't what he said, but
he said close enough. They don't look like they have no type of
He said the friendship was over.
Right, the friendship was over. Like they got issues with each other. Right,
fractured.
like they look like they got issues with each other. Right. Fine. That's the one
I
scenario.
gotta rebuttal that too, because that ain't true. But I gotta rebuttal that.
You got that scenario. Second scenario is the dude keep playing these little social media games. He changed his freaking Twitter account to freaking Joker this time. Last season, he took off, at the end of the season, he took off all his Eagles memorabilia. They act like he's like, all right, I'm done with the Eagles. Y'all can trade me. I'm out of here. I don't like this franchise, whatever the case may be.
Right.
And he was crying last year about the same thing. Not getting the passes, not getting the targets. With same scenario. Dog. Last year, you can argue because you had a collapse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had a collapse.
Right, defense up.
Right, defense up. We had a collapse.
Right.
That's some context to that.
Right.
We're winning this year. We are winning. Granted, the passing game can be better. I'm never going to say that the passing game is where it needs to be. It's not. It can be better. But for you to even cause even a tiny bit of firestorm with just the one statement, dog, like when we're winning, it looked like the team is actually enjoying itself and having fun. Be a different story if we were losing. We're winning. It was uncalled for. You could have left that in the house.
All right, so the multiple points you did. One, with the BG part, if y'all like heard like players talk, like former players or whatever, the offense and the defense don't hang out like that.
Yeah,
like,
it's always been that way.
So BG really don't be around Jalen and AJ like that. He don't really be around them like that. That's why they both say he misspoke. He don't be around them like that enough.
He only said he misspoke because he said he did exactly what he accused AJ of doing, taking in-house drama and taking it out to the media.
Right, but he don't really know. Like if this is
we don't know that either.
Right, put it like this: y'all both religious, right?
Okay.
Everybody religious, right?
Okay.
Right.
AJ, Devontae, and Jalen pray before the games.
As they should.
You don't sit there and pray with somebody if y'all got internal beef.
You can.
Jalen is the godfather.
Jesus always played with sinners.
AJ's kid. I know that.
These dudes have a personal relationship.
Which is why this shouldn't even been a conversation.
It's just competitive. AJ is a competitive dude. He gonna want catches. Anybody that's watching the Eagles understand they can't win this way going against the Lions who score 30 a game or any other team that have offensive firepower. He see the big picture. They cannot win this way playing that. I don't have an issue
with him seeing the big picture.
He's just talking about airing it.
Right.
No, it don't matter. You got to hold people accountable.
Right. You can hold him accountable without putting it out in public. I don't care about the issue. Like, I don't have a problem with him having issues. Right. I agree with him about the passing game.
His answers can use some work. I'll give you that.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I would agree with you only if he didn't have a pattern. He has a pattern, not just with the Eagles.
But people blow a lot of stuff out of proportion. If you do it, because think about the issue y'all really talking about. Y'all talking about targets. So if AJ get 10 targets...
I'm not talking about targets. He's having the issue with the targets. Right.
But think about the issue y'all talking about and listen to the words they telling you. If they upset with the passing game, if the passing game go for 300 yards and Jalen go for 300 yards, they both get 100. Is the problem going? Because now they fit. It's not a big issue if the passing get hyped. So it ain't nothing to be complaining about.
Because what fuels that because it makes it more of an issue is the words that came out of Jalen's mouth when he said, "This is me now." But I'm not like this is me now. What he's saying is the way he's playing now is the Jalen Hurts now. So he's not going to turn it. So this is the perception he's giving out. He's not going to turn into some all of a sudden 300-yard passer. He said, "This is me now. The way I'm playing now."
Don't say all of a sudden he's thrown for 300 yards like 4 or 5 times a year. He's done it.
We know he's not. We know he's capable.
Yeah,
that's the problem. That's the argument everybody's having with him. We know he's capable of it, but he's saying out his own mouth. So even if they say, for instance, he does go out in Pittsburgh and throw for 250, 300. I'm not expecting that for the rest of the season. He's not capable. He's showing he's not capable of that without possibly putting the ball in harm's way or throwing interceptions.
Well, if he throws it right, but my thing is like it's not like we didn't have games this season where AJ got over 100,
150 yards, did like 4 or 5 times.
Right.
Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Why you complain? You're not going to get that every game.
Because
I think the last two games they might not. I know, but he was out.
He was out for a couple games. He was out for a couple games, right? So was Devontae. They both was out sometimes.
You know what I mean?
Y'all
you won, and I'm not saying Jalen's not missing targets.
Nah, y'all missing the big picture. Y'all keep looking at Jalen. He talking about Kellen Moore, the offensive.
I disagree with that.
No, this what he said.
I think it's both.
That's what he said. He said, yeah, obviously it's both, but he more so talking about Kellen Moore. He says hard for our receivers to get in rhythm if we only throwing it 20 times a game. Jalen said, I'm doing what I could do because he only throwing it 20 times a game.
But
Jalen can't throw for 300 yards.
But this is where it falls on Jalen.
Right.
There's been plenty of times when these guys are open.
Yes.
And you're not pulling the trigger.
Yeah, we know
you know
that.
what I mean? So if you pull the trigger, then maybe we're not having this issue.
Right.
Even if you are throwing it 20 times a game.
Right. If you're more efficient with how you throwing the ball.
Of course.
And that's the problem. That's the reason why I'm not pointing too much to Kellen. I'm sure Kellen Moore is culpable in this.
He's talking about every.
I know he's talking about every aspect of the passing game.
Yes.
But the problem is when you start to look at it, each aspect of the passing game. Let's go to offense, right? Is the offensive line blocking properly? Yeah, because Jalen's getting the time to throw. Is the play calling being done to where you?
No.
Is the play calling being done to where the plays are called to where AJ and them are open and just Jalen is just missing them? Yes.
Not that much. It's only like they missing like 1 or 2 throws a game. There's no creative.
He missing
way more.
He
missing way more than 1 or 2 a game.
You're not missing because if y'all talking about last game, any throw that Jalen missed to them two, he completed it to somebody else.
Oh no, we know that.
So somebody else got a touchdown off of it. So it's not.
You're making my argument why. You're making my argument why it's not the play calling because you're right. Even with Jalen missing, Devontae being open or AJ being open, he's still finding somebody to throw the ball to that's open in the wide receiver.
It is play calling because any AJ pass y'all saw this year came from a go route or a slant. There's no creativity in getting none of these guys open.
They ran picks.
Anytime Devontae
ran picks to get him open.
Always slants.
It's a go route. It's a go route.
It's a go route
for AJ.
Right. But
that's Devontae. Be honest.
There's a go route in the slant. But the way that the catch of Devontae Court in the end zone was a pick run.
That's fine. I'm saying 90% of their routes are the same routes every single game.
But they open.
No, they're not always open. If you look at
if you
look at Detroit, if you look at teams that have high power offenses, they're creative with getting their guys open.
I agree with that.
AJ has a short separation on all his catches this year compared to everybody else. He's not really open. He's just making a play. Anytime he go a go route, AJ, he's open. He just throwing that shit up. Like, they are getting these guys open, scheming these guys open the right way. So it was mad open for them to throw it. Jalen's at the point now where everybody, was mad about his turnovers. He not throwing it unless the ball open.
Yes, I agree. He should throw it with the ball, but not the way he's playing this year.
But he's not. They not open. It's a small window for him to throw it, but he's not open.
He's open.
Jalen, they not really open.
He open.
That falls on the receiver too, because one, you need to go to the offensive coordinator. Also, you need to do ways to find them to make yourself open. Some of these guys don't got those type of moves. They don't have those type of moves.
It's a balance, bro. You got one quarterback that's trying to play mistake-free football, right?
He can't do
that.
So
if it's like a tight window, he's not doing them throws no more.
Yeah, I know Jalen's not doing that, right?
But if he open, he'll be gladly to throw it to him.
No, not gladly, but he got to see him first.
AJ had 4 targets.
There's been times when he didn't see the guy.
I'm saying, but that's every quarterback got that. It's not a Jalen. Y'all saying it like a every single quarterback in the league missed throws. Every time to have that, like it's not a Jalen issue.
But it's not. Okay, you're right. Every quarterback does
microside because of the issue alone.
No, he microsided because he made you start looking at it. You made you start looking at it with a freaking microscope.
But if you do that with every quarterback in the league, you'll find the same.
Whose fault is that though? That's what I'm saying.
But it's no position is flawless. Every receiver got drops. Every running back missed the hole when they going up. If you start to do this every single game, you won't have an issue.
No, I understand that.
We know he missing throws.
Right, we know he missing throws, but you caused us to go microscopic on every freaking thing now because of that one little firestorm you started. My issue, I keep telling you.
Who started?
Right, AJ. My issue, I keep saying, my issue is not with the saying that the passing game is need work. I don't disagree with that. My issue is that you brought this to a whole public issue to make the whole thing about something that the whole week didn't need to be about. We just won another freaking game in a row, 9 in a row. Freaking Saquon just took the whole rushing title, and here you go, passing. Seriously, like that.
I feel like that was y'all though. Y'all getting manipulated by the media.
No, I heard it. I got pissed off.
No. What I'm saying,
I'm the type you don't have to say nothing.
What I'm saying, y'all get manipulated is like if the team winning, why do y'all even care?
Huh?
If the team winning, why do y'all even care?
I care because this is his second.
If we go to Super Bowl and win, nobody cares.
I care because this is the second. That's why I said. That's why I'm still standing that even if we win, unless something dramatically changed, I won't
keep doing what you're doing.
Get one of them out of here. Because this is his second time in 2 years in a row the way he caused some type of drama because he's unhappy. That's my issue. You could none of this you could have kept in house. All of a sudden, everything you want to put out in the public every time you get unhappy. No, man, I'm not dealing.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. You get manipulated by the media.
It's not the media. It's him.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's not the media.
No, what I'm saying is the media. The media is the ones that made it bigger than what it is.
But
he made it by opening his mouth.
You mean this situation?
This situation.
Maybe so, but I'm talking about there's a correlation between this and last.
If he don't open his mouth, we ain't not talking about it. But the media's not talking about it.
No, right. But if the media never covered it, y'all ain't having this conversation either. Y'all ain't upset either. Because nobody paying attention to it. Y'all only paying attention to it because the whole world paying attention to it.
No.
If nobody else said nothing, y'all would have been cool.
No.
But he shouldn't have said anything. It comes down to him. It comes down. Keep your mouth shut.
When I watched him say that, then I watched what Devontae say, I said, oh, we got a problem. But I said, all right, it might be something simple. Then when BJ said what he said and then caused a whole freaking firestorm, I'm like, all right. But at the same time, when AJ said, I'm like, here we go again. Because this is the same, like I said, I'm sick and tired of him always making the issue every time he's unhappy. And he making it a public thing. Not a team thing, not a private thing. He makes it a public thing.
I get no. AJ need to have more emotional.
So that's my issue with the dude. That's my issue.
But who cares, bro? Did you want to trade AI when AI was causing the issue? Great players do this. Great players have these. LeBron got. Every great player got these issues, dog. So anytime you have a great player that causes a storm, you gonna try to trade him and get rid of him?
You're talking about
AI was worse.
You're talking about a franchise player versus
AJ's a franchise. We can't win without AJ. He a franchise player.
Apparently, we are winning without AJ since he complaining and getting the targets he getting.
No, but he is getting targets.
I said he getting enough targets. So
our record was 7-0 with AJ. Without him, we had our only 2 losses. Like, we need AJ. Like, it don't matter. Every year we know we need AJ. He was our best player. We know he our best player.
He was our best player. He's not our best player, and that's another reason why I feel like he's having a freaking issue because he's not the star attraction no more. When he came over here, he was the star attraction. Our number one weapon. Yeah, number one weapon. AJ and Jalen. That was a 1-2 punch. We got our number one weapon. Saquon came over here, took the star power away from him. Now he's delegated to number 3. Now it's Saquon, Jalen, then AJ.
So when Saquon scored, and I watch AJ be the first one to run and congratulate.
I'm not saying he has an issue with Saquon. See, that's what you're saying. I'm saying
being happy for a teammate don't mean he could have walked.
Being happy for a teammate doesn't mean you don't have a pride issue about your own stats.
But he's been getting his stats too. He's been hurt. He's been hurt a lot too this year.
Apparently, he's not happy.
You over-evaluating, bro. If it's not an issue, if he catches 150 yards back-to-back games, is the issue going?
I will hope so.
You will hope.
You will hope so. That ain't an issue. If an issue is going in 1 and 2 days,
we didn't make the issue. He made the issue.
I'm telling you, overvaluing his words, bro. It's not that deep.
It's not.
He do it every year. It's not that deep.
Right, and that's what I'm sick of. You keep saying like you said he does it every year.
He doesn't need to open his mouth.
Brush it off. Like we're a tough city. Brush it off. Why we brush it off?
I'm just saying.
Why we so butthurt?
If you have a problem, I'm going to the coach.
Right,
fam. T.O. was the same way. Like, bro, what happened with that? And we was pissed that we let him go. So what we doing?
Say what?
And we was pissed that they let him go.
But we already knew they neither one of them was going to stay there.
We was hot. So what? We was hot.
We wanted McNabb to go.
Right. We wanted right. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
But McNabb wasn't saying nothing. It was mainly T.O. saying something in the media.
But
we wanted T.O. to stay. So why you want AJ to stay?
Because T.O. and AJ are 2 separate receivers and 2 quality level receivers.
No, we talking about production level.
I don't care. We're talking about 2 quality level different receivers. No way. You asked me between T.O. and AJ, I'm going with T.O. all day.
Who broke the Philly records? Who broke the receiving records for Philly? It's AJ. I don't care.
I mean, he wasn't here long enough.
T.O. was only here for a year and a half.
Are there players that are better, worse than other players that perform better in the city than other players that were better than them? Yes. Like, come on, like it happens. No. Just because T.O. better all the time don't mean he played better here than AJ. He didn't. Even the year he was here, he ain't played better than AJ, so it don't matter.
He played better.
No, he didn't. Come on, man. I know you're gonna say he ain't played better than AJ, bro. AJ was single-handedly had the passing game,
regardless,
the best receiver in the league.
End of the season, man. This dude gonna keep being a diva. One of them got to go. That's all I'm gonna say. This ain't this.
It's a non-issue, bro. Like it's
for you, maybe. For you, maybe. For me, no. I'm sick and tired of dealing with this dude. I didn't want him here to begin with.
I mean,
because he was a diva. I can't stand diva receivers. I never could.
All receivers are pretty much divas these days.
I couldn't stand diva receivers.
That's the point.
Do you not want a receiver? Because they all divas these days. Jamar Chase is a diva. All the best receivers in the league are divas.
Hey, I can't stand diva receivers.
I never could stand diva receivers. I never could. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel the same way though.
Right. I can't stand diva receivers. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is.
No, you just say if they the franchise, you can. Like I said, I named your other franchise player that was Divas. You was like, nah, he the franchise.
Well, if you're a franchise player, that's one thing, but a receiver is never a freaking franchise player.
So you don't care about them being a diva. You just if they the franchise.
No, you a diva and you're not a franchise player. You don't got the right.
I just want you to shut up. Right. You don't care about them being a diva.
No, I care about them being a diva, but you got but you better be a franchise. Right, but you better be a franchise player for me to give you any leeway. I don't like a diva, period. But you better be a franchise player for me to give you any leeway.
It's more toxic to me if you're the franchise player being a diva than you not being a franchise.
But I'll give you more leeway because at the same aspect,
why not? You have a bad effect on everybody else.
But you can't win without him.
You can't win with him either. If he causing that much turmoil that you say,
it depends on how much turmoil. You're right. Depending on how much turmoil he's
causing. Me, Joel diva.
Hey, I've been saying this for years. So what? I've been saying this for years. So hey, I agree.
So, this is why I won't go into because I was bringing about the media, bro.
Right.
Brian Windhorst said this too, and I mentioned it before. He felt like the media's lost its purpose.
In what way?
Everybody going for the clickbait headline instead of the storyline of what's going on.
Yeah,
I agree. Everybody want the negative stories out there. Nobody's covering anything positive.
I agree.
What made me think of this is the NBA right now. Everybody keep talking about the ratings, right? Mm-hmm. But that's all they focusing on. Like, they say the same crap over and over, dog. Yo was down again. Yo was down again. It's because of this. They saw it like the last 10 years. They keep saying the same thing. Nobody's doing anything to advance the game. Nobody focusing on other things that are popular in the game. Rising players playing, and they play these games, and not play these games,
but we know this.
They don't help advance the game because all they want to talk about is the negative stuff. Because we in a negative world,
right? That's sells.
But I say we negative clicks. Negative clicks.
We in a negative world, but you don't advance anything as far as the game goes. And why you think all these new players hate the old heads now and they don't really like it?
Yeah.
Why you think these new rappers don't reach out to the old head raps? It's in every genre, bro. Like. For some reason, everybody, when they get in front of a mic, they get gaslit by the question, or they just need to tell you how much they dislike whatever they like, whatever field they in. And that's pretty much all they is less advice, less solutions, more negative, bro. But every field.
They're still at fault too. The generations is still at fault too on some of the things that they do to make people feel the way that they do. Okay. It's not like it just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Everybody plays a part in it.
Yeah.
Because you got the young people, when you ask them about their love for something or their passion for something or their history on something, they either, I don't know, that wasn't my music, I ain't listened to it.
Or you watch how they play majority of the
basketball,
time. Yeah.
I'm not I'm not going that hard or I'm not that, no. They always they don't seem like, they put out the perception.
The interest.
Right, they have the same level of love and interest that a previous player might have or might feel like they displayed a lot more and how they play the game. But I'm going to say this about the bit late. Lately, I would say this year the NBA feels a little bit lackluster. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the point of the matter is. It's feel lackluster. But I can say I think it's a victim of its own talent success.
What you mean by that?
When we used to watch the games, right? It was almost like a superhero aspect. You had your star on one team, or maybe you two stars on one team, and everybody else was just a bunch of role players, and the talent level wasn't as high. So when it came down to heroics, saving the game, doing something to keep the team alive, whatever the case, right? The case, you always looked at that one star
to step up
and save the game,
right?
Or maybe like his co-star might have a good game that year to save the game. You got a lot of talent now, versatile wise. You got a lot of players able to do a lot more things lately than what we previously had, skill wise. So in that aspect. You're looking at you don't have that same superhero feeling the way you can latch on to one star. It's almost like with LeBron and them out of here. Steph is on his way out. Bron on his way out. KD and all of them. It's a wrap. It really is a wrap. You only got maybe Joker left, and we thought was going to make that step, and he didn't take that step this year. So we may be looking for him to do that step next year. Shea Gildress, but even with his team, he got Jay Williams over there and company over there. So he got a nice little core teammates over there. I think the NBA might be a little bit of a victim of his own success.
But sometimes it's also the style of play too. Do you want to see a team that shoot 33s in a half?
No, but
you got guys shooting that can't shoot.
No, I don't want to see that. But it became again, it's a victim of his own success. The analytics pushed the NBA to this point. When they started getting analytics into the game, and the analytics is saying, "Yo, so they're coming down for going for a layup for a 2, pull up for a 3. You going to devastate the defense. You're going to increase the lead that you already have and make it harder for the other team to come back." They wasn't doing that in no previous years. They're doing that now. So you get the analytics part, but what you're missing is because you're doing that, you're missing the opportunity for somebody to get dunked on. You're missing the opportunity for a high flying dunk or some type of spectacular action at the rim.
Or easy 2 points.
Right, well, that too. That too. I just think he's a victim of his own success at this point.
I think a lot of times, though, like, sometimes y'all look at the players, but y'all be looking at what the players got to deal with. Anytime you go to the rack, what do you always see? A dude slide up under you and try to take a charge. How many players you seen fall out the air because somebody want to slide last minute? Soon as you jump
part
up,
of the game.
No, it ain't part. Sliding under me when I'm jumping in the air leads me to an injury. You know how many times Ja fell on his back? That ain't part of. You don't see the dunk, and then the guy gets injured. That ain't what you watch basketball for.
I know.
Back then, you didn't have to worry about that too much. Guys sliding up under him last minute when Jordan is in the air.
You had that, just not as many.
Not as many though.
You had it, just not as many.
Get thrown to the ground.
Again, that's another thing, y'all. We ain't gonna get there because y'all exaggerate all that. But look, it's one team that was doing it. Everybody was doing that to him. But we'll skip that. As far as though, and when you watching and when you tell them to play defense, these refs call fouls like this.
I agree.
If I touch you like this, it's a foul.
Right?
Why I'm gonna put my star on the other team best player if he touches
But that's what I'm saying. Again, what I think is a victim.
I'm saying the ref. Y'all be looking at the players a lot of times though. Mm-hmm. But if you watch them and hear them speak. And then you see the games, how easily it is to call fouls. Yeah. It's impossible to guard Giannis these days.
I know.
But you couldn't guard Harden back then. Y'all remember the Lakers? They couldn't hit behind back? Mm-hmm. And y'all be mad when they can't play defense.
It's a victim of his own success. It focused on, like, as the time progressed, it focused on more offensive play style than defensive play style.
Man, I'm pretty sure if you let these dudes play physical, you'll have a lot more pet bevs.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I think it's a victim of his own success, but it saw how successful at the time because of what Steph and Harden was doing offensively with the scoring and the 3-point shooting. They saw the excitement that came from that because it was something new. It was something different. But now that everybody's doing what Steph and James is doing now, and they can't do it, but they're trying it. You're doing the the 3-step back threes, the pulling up from logos, the long range jump shot. You got all these dudes doing it to where you're like, dog, y'all not these players. I understand that you not understand.
What I say to you is Boston take like 60, 53s a game, more than everybody.
Yeah, right.
But they won a championship.
Huh?
But
that's the style of the way the game is played now.
No, I'm saying but not everybody do it as much as they do though. They take it to a whole new level. But they won the championship.
The other team doing the same thing.
Right, but what I'm saying, they're building on what was started with Golden State.
No, I'm saying but I get that what you're saying.
Right.
But if we talking about the other teams in the league, there is no other blue. Like if that team is going to take 63s a game. I watched they played Golden State, Boston. They were down by like 15. And you know what happened? That lead shrunk like this because they hit every three that they was taking.
Yeah.
But was Golden State shooting the same amount of threes?
No, Boston was. So like you got.
I'm saying was they?
No, not as much as Boston. So like Boston cut the lead just like that.
No, they were missing.
No, not as much. Boston takes it to a whole new. You think?
No, Boston lead the leagues in 3-point attempts. I know.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. If the other team's trying to do the same thing, is not.
I'm saying in that game it wasn't.
The team that's going to make it going.
I just remember the Warriors only got like 2 shooters that shoot threes. Kyle Anderson don't shoot threes.
Right, Buddy Hield and Curry.
Kuminga don't shoot threes.
Yeah,
they don't. Gary Payne Jr. don't shoot threes.
Don't stop him. Don't stop him from shooting.
Not to say white boy, but the white guard that comes off the bench shoot threes. I forget his name.
He shoot like 2 or 3 a game. He don't really make them like that.
Guys shooting threes that don't.
No, I'm saying they don't got a lot of guys that take a lot of threes. The worst sequence I saw,
I don't know who was it. I think it was just a recent game. Was the Lakers and I think it was either Phoenix or somebody where they.
But this past week.
I think so. Where they just came watching the game, it was like a whole 5, 6, 7 minutes, like in the second quarter, where Lakers were playing somebody, came down, pulled up for a 3, brick, got a rebound, shot it, kicked it. And you literally there for the layup, but you kicked it back out for a 3. Brick. The other team gets the ball, running down the court, pull up for a 3. Like fam, y'all not. It went back and forth for like 5 minutes before somebody eventually freaking scored because they took a layup. Like you can't like. There's a point in time to where all right, it's time to pull for a 3, but if it's not hitting, it's not working. Get to the rack.
Right, you're always supposed to work inside out.
Give me a baseline shot. Give me a paint shot. Even if you don't want to go to the hole because you're afraid to get fouled. Yeah. Right, give me a mid range or something.
But yeah, that's my only issue though, right? Because like when we talk about that, and the other people talk about it, they always look at the players. But when you look at the playoff time, it don't be that.
It's a style of play.
Because the game was more physical in the playoffs, and the tempo slows down. So you don't be seeing teams doing that all day. The refs letting them play. It's a way more physical game in the playoffs.
But I think that goes to your point of why people don't watch the regular season and they wait till the playoffs to watch the game.
If the message from up top was to let them pay like that in the regular season, then we will see more of it. Like they don't want that in the regular season. They don't push
maybe
it.
the media is trying to yell to the people up top, yo, y'all need to do something with this. Like y'all, because
no, the media just getting clickbait.
Huh?
They
want clickbait.
Yeah,
of course they want clickbait. But at the same time, I mean, something got to change because the ratings are the ratings. That the numbers are not changed. Like the numbers are not lying. The ratings are the ratings. It's not like they're being ballooned in any way, shape, or form. The ratings are the ratings, and the product is not pulling the fans in like it once was. Heck, the WNBA had better product last season than what I'm looking at right now.
Well, they play physical throughout the regular season and the
playoffs. Exactly.
Right.
So
they
don't change.
Huh?
Right, it doesn't change.
So I
already
told y'all the solution.
But here's my question for you, because since you brought up this topic, what would you rather prefer them to do?
As far as I told you in a previous video I did, that the issue is they not balancing the core people that make up their viewership compared to the younger viewers.
Okay.
Right.
The younger viewers are all digital. They all social. So that's where the NBA put all their focus on. If y'all look at they pay Bleacher Report and all these other House of Highlights to market, like I just seen a battle rap joint where they had all the star players be represented by battle rappers, and they had like a battle rap on the joint. Like
really,
they putting all their focus in like cartoon, like all this other stuff. And they doing it digitally, but like the product on the court, that's for the older, the people that grew up watching basketball.
Right,
that's still alive. That's all in the 90s, 80s. Like, they the ones that's going to sit down and watch TV on a
go to the game.
If you going this get style of play they don't want to watch, you need to find some balance, dog. You can't
what balance are you going to find where I'm gonna say I'm in the old category because I watched the game in the 80s and 90s.
Right.
So if I'm screaming for y'all to give me back some of that old school style basketball, but you got the players, I ain't trying to play that I ain't trying to get hurt or play that type of physical style. You literally just said about taking charges and getting under.
John Morant said he didn't want to dunk no more, no matter if you believe him or not.
So even if it comes from up top to say, yo, we need y'all to start being a little bit more spectacular, playing a little bit more physical and everything like that, but the player like, nah, I ain't trying to get hurt. What you supposed to do then?
This is a real issue. Like,
just don't call a foul.
No, this is a real issue too.
You still can get hurt. That's what I'm saying.
It starts from AAU. Because these kids know how to play this way from AAU.
Yeah. I hate dissolve AAU. I hate AAU. Dissolve AAU.
It start from AAU. These dudes get a little bit, and then it goes. Then it's in high school as well, right? Mm-hmm. High school is all about the one guy being the star of the team, taking 50 shots, whatever. They go to college where they try to get a little bit more regulated, it's a little bit more structured.
Team ball.
But these dudes be in college for 1 year. It's not long enough to undo all that damage AAU and high school did to them. That 1 year don't fix them.
Right.
So then they get out of college after that 1 year. And then they go right back to their old habits. But now they millionaires. So they go back to their old habits and they millionaires.
A losing team if they the star.
But time out. Forget the speaking of college. I'm hearing the whatchamacallit is ruining a lot of the prospects and athletes nowadays too.
NIL?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I saw Penny and a couple other coaches was having fits about the type of issues they're having recruiting.
I mean, a lot of coaches old school coaches been complaining about that.
Yeah, like how many issues they having recruiting. Recruiters saying like these kids are no longer hungry no more. Like you're paying them millions of dollars and you're not even giving them the hunger to be the best, or even be better than what they are. They like, all right, I'm a star high school player. I'm coming to your college. Y'all gonna pay me this in the AIL? Like, oh, I'm good. I got a couple $1 million. I'm a college kid.
Yeah, because what were people complaining though that they weren't getting paid? But that's a whole nother topic.
My issue too is like people be like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you want to be negative, you could be negative. Like if y'all want to sit here and say players are like they don't care no more, I disagree. If you look at the star players, I'll be watching them compete. Shea Gilders don't play. Ant don't play. Jokic don't play. I'm talking like they play serious, like they trying to win. Mm-hmm. Tatum be serious, Jaylen Brown be serious, Trae Young be serious. I keep all the superstars be trying to win.
I think it's the perception.
Even Joel want to win. He be trying.
I think it's the perception of when you have
KD,
you have the conversation with the players and they answer certain questions in the way you make it sound
nonchalant.
But none of them do. That's what I'm saying. None of them do it.
I'm just saying it's perception. That's what I'm saying. It's the perception of the game.
I'm saying, but look at who competing. Like if Shea Gilders, John Morant, when they played the Lakers, he said, "I don't like them. I want they eliminate."
I heard that. That's what you want to hear.
You want to hear.
And Edwards be talking trash. Like sometimes they be acting like it ain't in the league, but it is.
But you got to back it up.
Well, they go out there and try.
You gotta back it up. Like a lot.
John and them did what I think they won that game, right?
Yeah, John and them did. And like I said, and I'm a little disappointed in him because I thought he was gonna take that next step, and like he took it yet. So I'll wait till next season.
They blew up his team.
But it
made him worse.
I'm looking
Cat is a dog.
No. I know.
Cat might be the best center in the league. Second best center in the league.
Right. But no, I'm not looking at his team success. I'm looking at the style play individual. Like what? He
take a lot more threes than that. He take a lot more
threes. Like what did you come back with? That's all. Like what did you come back with? Like I didn't see nothing different yet.
They come from silver. I mean, they just got a $TV billion, a crazy TV deal.
Right.
So they money gonna be the revenue for the NBA is increasing. Even though the ratings are down, the revenue is increasing.
But you can see it again. Desperate. Look at what they doing with this All-Star game.
Well, I think that's more because they hear from everybody now. It's like, dang, like
y'all play harder in the summer league than y'all do in the All-Star game.
They say the whole world. I don't think nobody. I think it's not one person happy about the All-Star game.
No, they're not.
But you could find,
but the players.
You could find 30% of people happy about the regular season still.
Yeah.
But it was nobody happy with the All-Star game.
But
he's like, yo, I got.
But you think anybody gonna be happy with this one? With the way it's formatted now?
I think people gonna watch it because it's the first.
It looks stupid to me.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But then after that, they probably go watch it no more if they keep it.
If it don't create something that make you like, oh, I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
That's
but that's different. That's the only thing where I could point to him like, yo, that's the players.
Right. They came up with that. Yeah, they came up with that.
I feel like if Adam Silver and them, the message they pointing down is what they point down here. Because if you want to make it to a broader situation, when the media blames players for sitting out and all that, who y'all think it come from? It come from up top. Like
for the most part,
they the ones that be
for the most
putting
part
in these rest days, making the players rest and all that. And the players are all right. Like y'all want me to do that? Y'all saying if I do this, it's gonna keep me healthy. All right, but they be the ones that be doing that. Like you said before, Joel falling on the sword for the Sixers. When it comes to making him rest, that back-to-back thing came from them.
That came from them.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that came from them.
Yeah, man. Like, and he goes out there, he takes the bullet for it. But and then Paul George set them back-to-backs. I know that came from them.
That came from them.
That came from them. Like
they want them to be healthy come playoff time.
You know what I'm saying? So
they telling you right there. They don't care about the regular season.
Always all.
Wait. Tell me. Wait. Okay. You do understand that if these dudes don't play, we ain't making the playoffs.
So they didn't expect them to start off like they didn't expect them to start off like this. But
remember when I told you before when we had that topic? that talk. I said certain teams that feel like they automatically gonna get in.
Right.
Yeah. We not one of them teams. We
thought we was. We
ain't one of them teams. We wasn't one of them teams.
Remember they said it before the season.
I know.
They didn't think we was gonna beat it.
I know, but we not. I don't know what. And that was my argument when we started when we had that talk on the episode when we talked about the roster we got. I don't know what roster people think we created, but that team is not a winning team without those three superstars. To where we got role players that's going to be stepping up when we need to step up.
35 or 40 games get you in the A spot.
Right. There's no real talent on our role players. I'm sorry, there's not.
But that's what they think.
No,
but like that, they expect that.
No, I got this another topic another day. The reason Sixers ain't that good this year is because of Maxey.
I agree. No, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. You know what I'm saying?
No disagreement here.
We were banking on him
taking that next
step.
And he didn't take it. I said he wasn't going to be ready.
We thought we wanted him because I didn't think LaMelo was way better than Maxey going into the year. I'm watching LaMelo single-handedly win games.
Yeah.
I didn't think Franz Wagner and Orlando was way better than Maxey. But they winning games without their best player. We thought he was going to be up there. And then he is shooting horribly.
Same game.
Yeah, shooting horribly.
Yep.
And then McCain is playing way better than him.
Yeah. He more of a point guard, shooter, better, everything.
He ain't even got to be the range. He just had to be what he used to be last year. He not even that. He's shooting 6 for 17
because his
threes went down from 40% to like 29.
Because you took him from being the second star player on the team to where he didn't have the responsibility of being the star to when Joel is out, we looking at him to be the star and he ain't ready for it. He ain't ready for it.
But that's the main reason where they at.
I agree. I don't disagree with you.
No, but I know somebody disagree. But that's the main reason where we're at.
I don't disagree with you.
No disagreement here.
I had a video coming, but then he dropped the triple-double. I had to let I hold it. I was like, damn.
I don't disagree with you.
I had the video locked and loaded. He gonna put 25, 13, and 10. I was like, damn. Man, but let us know what y'all think, man. Philly versus everybody.
Always.
I feel like everybody's blowing out Porch, man. I don't know, man. As long as we get to the Super Bowl, I don't care then. That's all I care about, man. But this is Through the Scope. This is Quise.
B.
E. We out.